Hey everyone, it's that time of year again, the Kentucky Derby, and with it, CSX will be running its office car special from Lexington to Louisville, Kentucky. We'll catch it at 4 stops along the way. You're looking at the train as it waits to depart the R.J. Corman Yard. As usual, the Old Road subdivision would be hosting dozens of rail fans trying to grab the perfect picture or video of the iconic train.
Enter track warrant territory, almost on to.
Well, with that, the 2024 chase is on. I hope you enjoy. That's the Norfolk Southern C&O TP line it's going under. I do love these locomotives. The red lights on top really do stand out, and the Baltimore and Ohio paint scheme is fantastic. What do you think of it? The wide shot shows us the first group of rail fans and a horn hello from the crew. I'll try to include links to their videos once they're posted. It was great seeing everyone again. As you can see, the skies were gray and it seemed like rain was imminent throughout the day. Luckily, it never materialized. As our train pulls out, you can see what a variety of cars there are. I wonder how they decide who gets to sit in the observation car. That would be my go-to if I had a choice. The passenger car Thomas Rice pulls up the rear. As we go back to the drone, I can't tell if they have the observation area on the rear that's closed or if it just got a very dark tint on it. I previously seen the car with all those lights on, and man, is it bright. Well, we've got our first catch under our belt. Our next stop is Midway. That's about 20 minutes away. During this stretch, we should be able to easily get ahead of the train. Before we go, you can see another group of Railfans further down the line. There it is, popping through the wooded area. In the few years that I've been chasing this train, Midway always seems to have a lot of Railfans. It's a pretty shot with the scenic old Main Street. I hope the crew members enjoy all these Railfans. Many of the crew give us waves as they pass by. You can hear those ties ache under the weight of that train. We'll finish up with the drone as the train continues its push for Churchill Downs in Louisville. Our next stop is a favorite of mine, but I'm going to shoot it from a different spot than I have in years past. Right now we're flying over the Kentucky River in the state's capital city of Frankfort. The train's about to split the downtown in half at about 10 miles an hour, but before that it will go through a short tunnel. I always shoot it coming out of the tunnel. This year I thought I'd catch it going in.
I can't get far enough away from it to get it out with the signs out of the way.
Let's check out where it enters the downtown. There's always a pre-derby party that blocks off several of the streets. While it's technically not street running, I still think it's pretty cool. You can see some of the barricades and the crowd that is gathered. Here's a better shot of how it travels down the street. It's getting ready to cross the Kentucky River. I do love catching trains on bridges, although this is a pretty tight area with trees and wires, so it's not my best drone work. Let's watch it come through one more time, but this time with my ground cameras. Talk about bad timing. Hopefully that white truck and trailer didn't ruin those shots. Here's what it looked like from my other ground camera. As we watch our train head west, you probably noticed there hasn't been any radio traffic. The old road subdivision is track warrant controlled, so every so often I'd hear the RJ Corman crew who was out front call out where they had just passed and then clear that territory for CSX. I'm guessing since it was only CSX this year, there's no need for radio callouts. Well, we've got one more spot to catch our train. Initially, I stopped in Anchorage, where the old road subdivision meets up with CSX's LCL subdivision. I know I beat our train here because of this clear signal. I decided to try a different spot that I found 2 years ago, but unfortunately was too late catching a train at it. I'm talking about the L&N Baxter Avenue elevated train station. Here's a picture of what it looked like. Unfortunately, the OCS is the only passenger train it sees. The station closed 60 years ago in 1964. What a shame. I really do hate to see things like this go to waste. Well, back to the present day in our train. You can see how destroyed that platform has become. I tried to catch this one more time, but the traffic from the Derby was just too much, and I decided to call it a day and head home. We'll watch one more time from my ground camera. I hope you enjoyed this chase of the CSX Derby train. This is my third year chasing it, and I grow to love it more each time. I'll put links to my previous videos in the description. Like I mentioned, last year also featured an R.J. Corman special. Speaking of other railroads, does anyone know why Norfolk Southern no longer runs its Derby train? Just a few weeks ago, it ran one from Altoona to Augusta, Georgia for the Masters Golf Tournament. And personal bias aside, I think the Kentucky Derby is a more famous event than the Masters. If you have any insight or just thoughts on the matter, please share them. Well, I've got a two-part Amtrak video I'm finishing up that should be pretty exciting. We'll follow the Cardinal for several stops throughout West Virginia and Virginia. I hope to have that up within the next few days. Well, until our next trip, I hope you have a great day.
Yep, come on in for number 5. In for C5 and pull the cars, engines out, cars to the yellow tie, give me a shout. Thank you. On the tower. Missing the fuel O for them.
CSX B00104, engine CSX1, medium clear, Frankfort Avenue. Main number 2 south. 00104, engine CSX1 has a clear north inbound 2 south. B00104, engine CSX1 has a clear south inbound number 2 southbound.
Why, heck yeah, you are. Looking good in the neighborhood. Let me find out. What's the fuel like on them? You're going to the south end of 04, all the way up to the north end of 04, no couple. Looking out, I think let's see if the fuel truck's made. Hang on. Yeah, just be looking out for the fuel truck still on the set that's already in there. Fire into the fuel truck over.